This video has been provided by ICMA, the International City-County Management Association, and is funded through the U.S. Department of Energy's Solar Outreach Partnership. For more information, visit solaroutreach.org.
Several companies were looking to try to put projects together and trying to find a city that would partner with them. We had both a city manager and a city council and a school board that were interested in, I think the climate was right for the city staff to look into projects like this. Big issue on any of these projects, particularly for a small town, is they're expensive. So in the idea of working with a private entity is that we were requiring them to come up with the initial funding.
After talking with the city for a while, we visited a bunch of sites, some local schools, some other buildings, and then we came across their demolition landfill, which half of had recently been filled up, and TDEC had recently capped it off with a membrane, and it was just this great site that was never going to be used again, and it was perfect. Spoke to the city and said that we felt like we could make something happen here. And the city said, well, that's great, let us know. And after looking at some financial models, we became more familiar with the power purchase agreements, or PPAs. We can pay the city an annual lease fee and sell the electricity back to BTES, and when BTES gets its electric bill every month for that specific meter, the energy credits that the solar array has produced are then put onto the city's bill, and in turn they write us a check for the energy produced.
We're saving $12,000 a year, so to speak. So over the course of a 10-year period, that's $120,000, and we like to save any money we can.
The funding on this was really creative because we are basically renting the space for the solar array to Ecological Systems, and they actually found investors who would put money into building the system. So the way that works, the solar array feeds power back into the grid, and so we being the school system, gets a credit on our electricity bill, utility bill. And so every month we take a look at the credit, and we send a check for that same amount to Ecological Solutions.
And the director of schools were so for it that it was nothing. I remember going to a school board meeting, and everyone just like, wow, this is fantastic. I want to do solar at my house.
In neither case was there really an assumption of major savings in electrical cost. What we saw was this is a demonstration of a way to get things going, and in the future maybe there'll be more opportunities for it.